my friend, my coworker, he is checked in all the way from Mexico. I told you guys, y'all can check this show out from anywhere in the world, so if you got an app. But you download the app if you will. If you're on if you're on Facebook, if you have you have the iPhone, you can download the Nobex app first. That's Nobex, the Nobex app. Download that first, and then put Real Urban Radio Network in the search, and that way you can join the show. That way, while you're driving around or anywhere at hanging out in your car, hook it up to your car radio, and boom, you can listen to us 24/7. And if you are an Android user, just put Real Urban Radio Network, just download that app straight away, and boom, you can listen to us anytime. And like I said, that's 24/7. We're playing the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. Lamar, I just played his song. I don't know if you heard it or not, but he just checked in. Lamar Lubin from the group DRS. Remember the hit song Gangsta Lean? If you remember, he was a part of that group. I think they were Grammy nominated. I believe they were a Grammy nominated song for the movie. I forget the movie they were a part of. But anyway, it's a Grammy nominated song. He checked in. If you missed it, because his song opened the show. But if you missed it, don't worry about it. He'll be back on Wednesday at the 6 p.m. show in case you wonder, what was the song? It's a song called Just Like That. It's a stepping song. So it's a stepping song. So it's a new stepping song for you. So if you want to join the other 75 stepping songs that are out there, you can just check out my man Lamar Lubin's song. Let me know what you think, because a lot of times too, when you guys have opinions on these songs, which I appreciate, especially my Jermaines, when they come on my social media family, hey YouTube, what's going on? I got you in there. I know I'm late. I'll start being on time. But when you hear an artist song, if you like it, comment on it, and say what you like. I tag the artist so they can see your comments and get back to you. Give some encouragement. That's what we're about, encouraging. I'm about to get into it now. I'm about to get into some things now. But first, listen to my girl Lori Moore with Rare Breed on the Real Urban Radio Network.
You only want what you can't have. You try to touch what you can't grab. I'm not a prize that you can win. No, come at me real, I'll let you in. I know you think that I'm a tease. No, cause I'm not down with OPP. Don't know who you've been dealing with. No, whoever it is, I ain't that shit. Guess I'm just a rare breed. I believe that I need certain things before I bust it down. It's hard to believe, but I think every should be treated equally, like on Bridgerton. Rare breed, and I know it might sound crazy. These hoes giving it all the way. You like, why don't you lower your standards? But baby, I just can't. So I'ma need you to be accusing me so you can see how good I put it down. I'm a lady, say what I said. I gotta give between the legs. Yeah, this gift only if you have received. Oh, can't respect that, then you should leave. It's that deep. Lolo gon' keep it the G. You won't know this freaking the she. No, it don't matter to me. Let's go look at it, get nothing worth it is easy. And most things that cheap should be free. That's why you get what you get. I don't know when you gon' learn. My degree's not in teaching. Just know that I shit gon' burn. Please believe that me greasy. Won't get with me. I guess I'm just a rare breed. Before I tell you, every should be treated cleanly, like on Bridgerton. And I know it might sound crazy, these hoes giving it all away. You like, why don't you lower your standards? But baby, I just can't, so I'm on these, so you can see how I put it down. Said I know that it's not the one. You're knocking down, having fun. The dew shining bright like the sun. Hit me up when you're done out there. No, that's not petty. So before you start flirting, you got to be ready. Cause I won't let you hurt me. No sentimental, no inventory. Certain things, not for me. I'm gonna need something. Oh, I must sit down, no. I think every week I should be treated queen. You're pretty girl. I'm crazy, cause I know it's weird how I speak. Them hoes you be feeling when we weak. I'm like, why don't you open your standards? I'll take you to the peak, baby. I'ma need you to be so you can see how good I put it down.
Hey everybody, this is Sadia Yasmin, and you're listening to Attention to Detail, old school radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Man, superstars are checking in. But first, let me tell you who I just played. That was Rare Breed by Lori Moore out of, I believe she's in Chino. I believe she's in Chino, California, but that's Rare Breed. She's a fantastic artist and singer. I met Lori at the now defunct Zen Lounge that was in North Hollywood. That was owned by Tisha Martin Campbell and her husband, Dwayne. No, his husband wasn't Dwayne. He was another actor, though. I forget his name, but they owned that club. And Tisha had a little group, and Lori was a part of that group. She sang background behind Tisha. Fantastic artist, really good singer. I think she raps and all that. And that's just a great sense of humor. She's actually pretty funny as well. So she does. That's her single offering right there, Rare Breed. Shout out to Lori Moore. You're listening to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network. I am he is I, the savior of R&B, Rory Darvell. Superstars are checking in. Cardell Harrington is checking in. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned because I'm going to break out his new one called I Deliver soon. That's coming at you. Got some JT out of Houston, Texas. Got him coming at you. Are there any more debuts? Yes, I do have a debut. In the second hour, you're going to get the debut. Remember Cameo? I'm sure you do. Yeah, like my percussion is that's pretty good. Huh? I did all right with that. Anyway, lead singer, former lead singer of Cameo, Tommy Jenkins, got the debut from him and Jesse Johnson coming up at you. It's called Special. That's gonna be coming up at you in the second hour. Some debuting today. That's two. You're gonna get two debuts today from Cardell Harrington. Gonna be breaking out his new one. Cardell be having some nice stuff. I'm not just saying because he's listening. He has some nice material. Cardell needs to be on the stage doing his own show, as he really does. And I'm going to see how I can facilitate that myself because I got plans. I got ideas. I got plans. My man Jay Treese out of Baltimore, he's checked in. You know, you listened to him for the last 3 shows. I broke out one of his singles. He's doing some stuff. He's got some new stuff coming out too as well. People be doing some new things. They be doing some new things. But I'm going to get into it. He's Ed Smith, my classmate. But first, I got to get this in. Unfortunately, it's happening. It's happening so much, and it's happening too much. And I refuse to accept the fact. I understand that I'm older, but I'm not that old because I still have a memory. Thank God. I mean that seriously because so many people are passing away or losing their minds from Alzheimer's and those kind of diseases. So I don't take having my memory lightly. But I remember when I was younger, we didn't start losing relatives until they were in their 70s. And then a person that was in their 70s, they were losing their friends. But it's happened in their 70s. They were still around to be on the front porch to watch the kids play. Remember Uncle so-and-so and Auntie so-and-so, they were still watching us play, and they would reminisce about, remember how they used to be able to run and jump and do all the stuff that we were doing. But lately, I'm 59. Most of my colleagues and people that obviously, I'm in that ilk, my friends in that ilk. We're losing friends. Now, a lot of us are losing our parents. I want to give a shout out to my classmates, my brothers, Derek Burris, formerly known as Buki, when we were in elementary school. That's how far we go back, he and I. And his big brother, Samuel Burris. I went to the homegoing celebration of his mother, Mrs. Janet Burris. She passed away from Alzheimer's like my mom. It was an interesting day for me personally because, I've said this before, my parents both passed away 27 days apart in 2021. So it's still fresh for me. Interesting thing. Derek and Sam buried their mom on Friday. Friday was my dad's 82nd birthday. The service, the homegoing celebration for Mrs. Burris, who passed away from Alzheimer's, like my mom passed away from Alzheimer's, her service was in the very same chapel that my mom's service was in. So, it was very emotional for me. I'm trying to celebrate my dad, and then I'm at this service for celebration, and then I'm reminded I was just here less than 2 years ago in the same house, and it's the second funeral I've been to in that house since my mom passed away. My friend Gino passed away, and his service was in that house as well. It was tough, but it was tougher on Friday because it was somebody burying their mother or saying goodbye to their mom like I had to say goodbye to mine. Shout out of condolences, my gosh, and this is something no parent wants to do. Comedian Ricky Smiley, his son passed away today, his oldest son. He went on social media before it became public knowledge, and I just want to give my condolences to him and his family. He did not specify what happened to his son. He was just saying his son passed away. Here's JT on Material Things on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Yeah, give you the world. All the shopping sprees that I gave you, all the ways I tried to impress you. You don't even want it like that. You don't even care about time. I satisfy your needs. I share with you with everything. You don't even want it like that. You don't even care about time. Silence and country girl. Silence and country girl. Songs round and round. Tell me all things won't do. They won't do. All that I want is you. All that I want is you. Flashing and flashing cars. Flashing and flashing cars. You're a superstar. Cause you a superstar. Tell me all things won't do. See, all that I want is you. I'll sacrifice all just for you. I'm grateful for the things that I do. You don't even want me like that. You don't even care about that. Not sure about what to do. All the ways I try to impress you. You don't even want it like that. You don't even care about that. You're a superstar. Cause you a superstar. Tell me your things will do. See, all that I want is you. Diamonds and country girls. Diamonds and country girls. Songs round and round. Fall around. Tell me your things will do. Give me your things will do. To make you smile, you lose, don't know the things and cause Hi, this is singer-songwriter Sarah Shine, and you're listening to Rory Darvell on the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Material Things by JT, Mr. Showtime out of Houston, Texas, on the Attention to Detail R&B Radio Show, the Real Urban Radio Network. We are live on Facebook and YouTube, but only one of them is going to stay. So I suggest everybody, let me give you the site. Now, my Jermaines, you can look on the screen to see how to join the YouTube channel because that's where we're going to be exclusively starting March the 5th, right on the YouTube, baby. We've grown around this camp. So to give more exposure for the artists as well and their material and the people and myself and the radio station and things, there's a lot of things we can do with the YouTube that we cannot do with the Facebook. So we got to go. Thank you, Facebook, for everything you've done. But you got to go, baby. Can't have me cutting off my live and all that kind of stuff and I play a song and all that kind of stuff. Come on now. You don't know what's authorized and what's not authorized. So we're here on the YouTube. So join us. What you do is it's at Rory Darvell on YouTube. That's my page. I'm putting a lot more content on there, guys. So people that want to see more about me and learn more about myself and all things. And plus you can watch the show. The show is there permanently where you can watch the show or hear your song and take a piece of that song and use it and whatever you want to do because it's on the tube and it's a permanent fixture on my page, http://www.youtube.com/@ Rory Darvell. That's where you find me on YouTube. That's where you're going to find the show. Of course, you have the app, of course. But after March 5th, actually, really, technically, no, not even, I'm sorry, I said March 5th. Scratch March 5th. What am I doing? Not March 5th. Did I say March 5th? Yeah, I'm sorry. No, March 5th. After March 5th. You'll have all the Black History Month to get yourselves together. But the last show on my Jermaines to my left, Jermaines, as I look at you, the last show will be March, let me see, Sunday, the 4th is the 3rd. And let me see, the 3rd is a Friday, the 2nd, March 1st. March 1st will be the last broadcast show on Facebook. That'll be the last broadcast show on Facebook. So by that time, y'all got between March 5th, March 1st, and March 5th to get yourselves together and join the YouTube page and join the YouTube channel because there's more that we can do. And you can see more of the studio. Matter of fact, you can see more of the studio. Okay, you can get more of the way I'm positioning the camera and all that kind of stuff. You can see more. And we'll be able to bring you more. It's a nice, clear sound. I just was told. Thank you, Marilyn Young, who is on the YouTube page now. Okay. Hello. What the rest of y'all doing? So, and it's going to be a requirement. And let the artists know right now. The artists, some of you have been grandfathered in, so you know who you are. What I mean by grandfathered, it means you was here in the beginning and stuff. So you will still, your music will still play. You don't have to do that requirement. Of course, it makes sense for you to join the YouTube page. That just makes sense for you to do so. But it is going to be required from new artists that are coming in that before we play your song, just letting you know, the game has changed. It's like, if you recall, well, those of you that were here, I said When we started this thing, it's easy. The door is wide open. Come on in, come on in, come on in. But after a while, when things start to change, growth, things change. The rules change. Things you have to do differently. You have to do more because I'm not here to work for you, artists. I'm here to work with you to build. I had a good conversation today with Brother King James Brown. He got it. He understood it. Training the artists, and especially artists, young artists, new artists, or whatever, or artists that are stuck in the old ways, got to change if you're going to stay in this game. Got to change if you're going to stay in this game. No longer do record companies push you and all that stuff unless you've already established a relationship with them years ago or something of that nature. They just stuck with you. But if you don't have a deal now, if you don't have anything now, and to get with any reliable record company, hey, they're not promoting you. They're not spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on you and all that stuff. You basically have to come in the door ready to go. And you got to have a social media following. Not the way we like it, but the way it is. Radio's the same way. Except here on the Real Urban Radio Network. We will introduce you to the world. No problem. Because that's the way it should be. Hey, we hear something that we think is hot. That's where we do it right here at the Real Urban Radio Network. All those other radio stations, they don't do that. They wait until you have social media. The big radio stations I'm talking about. The ones that we grew up on or whatever, that established. Now, I'm not talking about internet stations because they will break you out like we break you out. But we break you out around the world. So you got to help us help you by telling people. The flyers that I do for the artists every week, y'all don't get charged for that. Those aren't free. I got to pay somebody to put your face on a flyer, to put your face on the flyer. The minimum you could do is put it on your social media. Come on. So, but these things now are required. So it's not, your song will not play. So until these things are done beforehand. So there it is. Unless your song, now if your song is playing all over the country without me, you don't need the Real Urban Radio Network. You don't need the Attention to Detail R&B radio show. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those who radio songs don't get no kind of airplay anywhere, not get any kind of love. But hey, so we want to grow this thing and make it happen. And I believe in it. And I believe in your material. That's why it's here. Now, so I'll be playing hot songs like this called I Deliver by my man Cardell Harrington because he's got some hot material. And I'm about to hit it to you right now. The debut. Join that YouTube channel. Cardell Harrington, I Deliver. And so do we at the Real Urban Radio Network.
I Deliver my love to you. I deliver. Do what you want me to do. I deliver. Deliver my love to you. I deliver. I deliver. I deliver. I deliver. Deliver my love to you. I deliver. Do what you want me to do. I deliver. Deliver my love to you. I deliver. I deliver. I deliver. Girl, I deliver. Baby, I deliver. Girl, I deliver. Oh, girl, I deliver. Deliver my love to you. I deliver. Do what you want me to do. I deliver. Deliver my love to you. I deliver. Deliver my love. Deliver to you. I deliver my love. Come on, girl. Deliver to you. I deliver. I deliver. Deliver my love to you. I deliver. Do what you want me to do. I deliver. Deliver my love to you. I deliver. I deliver my love. I deliver. Deliver my love to you. I deliver. Baby, do what you want me to do. I deliver. Deliver my love to you. I deliver. I deliver my love. I deliver. Deliver to you. I deliver.
Hey, what's up? This is Shanice, and you're listening to Rory Darvell on the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show.
In case you're wondering what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here in the studio basking in the glow of my great ability to pick songs that are jams and put them on the air and bring them to you. You should be thanking me. God dang it. Tell me that wasn't a jam. Tell me that wasn't a jam. Somebody have the audacity to tell me that the song that I just played by Cardell Harrington is not a jam. I dare you. You call the number. If you got the gold hands to tell me that song was not jamming, that you were not moving and swaying back and forth to that song, you call this station right now and tell me why not. Because something wrong with you. You got stiffness. If something is wrong. If you got stiffness, if your joints have locked up, you should be able to feel something that moved a little bit. You call this station here at 424-331. I'm saying the number slowly so you make sure you have it. 9316. YouTube, that goes for you too. Call me and tell me you wasn't moving on that damn song. The number once again, which should be locked in your phone. BFF, I know you're listening. You mean to tell me, BFF, you did not feel that song? Marilyn Young felt it. Marilyn Young felt the song. Who else felt the song? Tony Chisholm, did you feel that song? Did you feel the song? You got the Lizette. If you're still there, did you feel the song? Jay Treese. There's somebody. There's no way. Hey, there's no way. And if you didn't feel it the first time, then you're going to feel it on Wednesday because it's going to play again on Wednesday night. Just so you know, it's going to play again on Wednesday night. I do them all in 3 rotations, 3 show rotations. So it'll play Wednesday night. It's going to play again the next Sunday. So you better be feeling it. By that time, call the station and tell me, I don't play the best and widest variety of new R&B. Well, who else does? How about that then? I wanted to dance with somebody. I'm going to tell you right now, Cardale, that's why the music industry ain't picking you up, brother. Because you're playing love songs, you're singing good love songs that me and another sister can dance to. Then you come up with a jam that we can sweat to. That's why the record industry ain't picking you up, Cardale. Because they know you're good. You're bringing all that black love. We are the station, the radio show where black love music resides. And you know what else, Cardale? Let me tell you what else. Let me keep it real. They don't want that Motown sound. In other words, what Motown did, shout out to Berry Gordy and his daughter Sherry. Glad she's doing better, recovering well from her stroke. She's back out and doing her thing. God is great. See, that Motown thing wasn't supposed to happen. They weren't supposed to have black people and white people dancing and jamming together. It's just supposed to be, let me keep it real. Let me keep it real. Can I keep it real, Kim Sutton? I'm going to keep it real. They just wanted to have a little nigger music over there in the corner. I said it, nigger music with an ER, because that's how white people say it. I put the ER on it. See? But it didn't happen that way. Because everybody liked the Motown sound. Black people, white people, Hispanic people. They like that black soul sound. And they couldn't duplicate it. But it got out. It got out of it. It was supposed to stay in a little corner, but it got out to the world. They said, we ain't letting that happen again. Black people sticking together, dancing together. We need to keep the black men and white men, black men. And when they do that, they want to keep the black men and white women apart. But they want to keep the black women and the black men apart too. So we can't have this good music like this where we come and dancing together. We on one accord because we dance, we so dancing. I felt like dancing with a woman. Not standing off in the corner with the dudes smoking cigars and the girls over in the corner twerking each other and all that kind of stuff. I felt like dancing with a woman. Fast dancing. Thank you, Cardale. Because that song gonna play again. So that's why I say, artists, it's up to us. Latrice Lawrence, whose debut song will be coming to you in a couple of weeks. She's releasing Valentine's, but I'm gonna bring it to you a little bit sooner so you can be ready to buy it. It's a slow song. Once again, romantic. They don't want that, YouTube, but we coming. We're coming. The last thing I do, Kelly Mysiak. Hope I said that right, because I don't try to make fun of nobody's names. Let me bring you some more, God darn it, from a Hispanic brother. Bringing you the soul. My man, my colleague here on the radio, he's here Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Saturday with the Despacito Show. But he's a musician, he's a percussionist, and he's got his own band, and he's riding high. Paris Escobedo on the Real Urban Radio Network. Damn, I feel good. Thank you, Cardale.
take you on the ride. Can't free my mind. Want to take you on the ride. Everybody is a love junkie. I'm running high. It's not a drug that makes you happy. I'm running high. I don't know what to do. I'm running high, and I wanna make some love with you. Can't free my mind. Want to take you on the ride. Can't free my mind. Want to take you on the ride. Yeah, baby. Can't free my mind. Want to take you on the ride. Can't free my mind. Want to take you on the ride. Yeah, baby. Do you feel what I feel? Do you know that it's for real? Every time I touch you, baby, do you feel? Do you feel?
Broadcasting live to the world at www.realurbanradio.com. Your home for today's R&B and old school.
Yes. Riding high. Paris Escovedo and his band. He's here every Saturday from what time do you hear? From 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So check him out, my man Paris Escovedo. So had to check in with some other folks, man. We up in here jamming, doing it, bringing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. The Real Urban Radio Network, a black-owned streaming station. We here 24/7. I understand. Tony Chisholm said, "I'm cooking, but I'm still listening." Well, that's what I'm talking about. God darn it. You can cook and listen to some of the best R&B. You can be washing clothes, cleaning your house, and listening to some of the best R&B anywhere, and tell somebody what you're doing. You don't have to be exclusive sitting there. You can be riding in your car and turn on the Real Urban Radio Network. I do. What do you think I listen to? So I can hear some new R&B. Love the old school. Love them, but they old. I need some new. And people need to know that R&B just didn't stop in the 90s. It's still going on, but there was an agenda, and I ain't going to get into all that because I got something else to get into. I got something else to talk about here in the second hour. God darn it. Well, I'm going to bring you one more debut, though. I am going to bring you the debut from Tommy Jenkins. Remember him? Remember from Cameo. He's the guy that sang Real High. So I'm bringing you his new one later on in this hour. Because the time is rolling when you're having a good time, Doctor. So let's get into it. Because y'all know, can we discuss the elephant in the room? The young man that was beaten to death, black man, beaten to death by 5 police officers. Now, if you don't know the story, if you hadn't seen the story, you're saying, man, well, that happens all the time. White officers are always doing something to unarmed black men. Just nothing new. Well, little twist to this story, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know. The 5 police officers that beat Tyrant is his name, I believe, are black. And some people say it's worse than Rodney King. There was 5 white officers, or 4 white officers that beat Rodney King with batons. And Rodney King survived. This young man was beaten and didn't survive. Died 3 days later from internal injuries from where they were kicking and beating him. The officer said he was driving erratically when they pulled him over. Well, guess what, dumbasses? There are cameras now everywhere. Everywhere. Chief of police said cameras that followed this young man, well, not following, but that were activated when he was driving, said there was no proof that this young man was driving erratically. Now, what I want to know is, why was he pulled over then? Why was he pulled over then? If he wasn't breaking any laws, do you mean to tell me that these people were looking for somebody to just harass? And when they pulled him over, they just snatched him out of the car. This is all on video. Snatched him out of the car and started beating him. And then you still got these, golly, it's Sunday. I got to do it, Latrice, sorry. You still have these assholes, especially on some like Fox News, and some of them black people just to comment, well, why did he run? He shouldn't have ran. They was whooping his ass before he ran. He didn't run initially. He ran after they snatched him out of the car and started pummeling him. Then he ran. And guess where he ran? Guess where he ran? He was running to try to get to his mama's house. It's interesting that no matter how strong a black man is, look at George Floyd. Big, strong black man, you wouldn't think. But guess who he was calling for when that man, when he saw the possibility that he was about to meet Jesus, he called his mama. We all call our mama. Care how tough we are. We can be the toughest son of a gun in the street, but when it gets down to it, and you think you're about to see Jesus, who you calling? Mama. This man was 80 yards from his house calling for his mama while these cops was whooping his ass, mercilessly kicking him. And he had done nothing wrong. James Jones, he did nothing wrong. 5 black men, and they pummeled him. And I talk about this on the show. James Jones, my friend and coworker, he said it in a post on my post today. He commented, he says, the self-hatred, and that's exactly what I say. Nobody seems to hate black people more than black people. So we can't get a damn thing done because we don't like ourselves. And why not? Why don't you like yourself? Somebody tell me. 424-331-9316. You know me. I'm Draymond Green. I want all the smoke. We don't like ourselves. Them black men was beating on someone they hate, and that's themselves. They didn't even know that young man and snatched him out of the car, and you made up something. Then while they was talking on video, he's sitting there dying. They didn't even have the decency. Now, I have seen, get this, I have seen white police officers accidentally, quotation marks in the air, YouTube. I've seen them shoot somebody, and damn, they still got him aid. These Negroes let that man sit there opposite the side of the car, dying, basically, talking about, oh, he was high as a mofo. He was this, oh, he was strong. He owned something, he definitely owned something. For a half an hour. And then when he fell over, leaned and fell over, they sat him back, sit up, and pulled him back up, sat him up. 4-year-old daughter, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. He has a 4-year-old daughter. No father. Further damaging the black people. Then you got ignorant, man, I'm still on this channel here. Negroes like the sportscaster who I called out of his name, and I meant it. I called him out of his name to his face. Said the chief of police, this is why you shouldn't have black single mothers in charge of cities. The black single mothers. He's on Fox News when he said this. I forget his name. But I put him in the line of coons that would parade on Fox News, like Pastor Darrell that was kissing Trump's ass, Diamond and Silk, made Diamond rest in peace. I didn't see the woman gone, but those people, the Leo Terrells that run on Fox News, the Tim Jacksons that run on Fox News and say dumb stuff. Let me go to a song. I'm a cuss. Hollis J, Sunshine and Rain on the Real Urban Radio Network.
You're my sunshine and rain. Sugar, you're my joy and pain. I put that on everything. Girl, you need to know. It's good for the heart and soul. That's what we need to make this loving grow. More and more, I never let you go. And there ain't no way I'll have you. When will I be loving you? Good or bad, happy or sad, I'm still cool with that. Yeah. Sunshine and rain, you're my joy. You're my everything. You're my sunshine and rain. Baby, you're my joy. You're You're my sunshine and rain. You know I may complain when you get on my nerves some days, but it never stays that way. 'Cause when you're good, you make me feel like no one ever could. Ride or die, all bullshit aside, I ain't telling no lie. And there ain't no way I'll have one other than you. Good with the bad, happy and sad, I'm good with that.
am Tracy.
And I'm Sean.
And we are the Walkers. You're listening to Rory Darvell's Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Sunshine and Rain. That's my man Hollis J out of Ohio. Bringing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. I am the savior of R&B, Rory Darvell. And this is the Real Urban Radio Network, a black-owned streaming station. Sitting up here bringing you this good music and conversation. Kelly had to go. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate you checking in. And Edwina has stepped in. She said, I'll check in. Kelly's got to check out. Edwina said, I'll check in. I appreciate it. We're on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be exclusively on YouTube March the 5th, Sunday, March the 5th. So join the page for my Jermaines. Please read it right there. It's right there for you. But you in Radio Land, if you want to watch me on the social media and on YouTube, because we're taking it to another level, giving the artists and ourselves more exposure. So we're going to do that, and we're going to go on YouTube. We have more freedom on YouTube than we have on the social media platform, the one we're currently on. So right now I'm doing them both. I got Facebook to my left, I got YouTube to my right, but pretty soon it's just going to be YouTube starting March the 5th. So join my page at Rory Darvell, become a subscriber, and tell somebody about it. If you like what you hear and like what you see, whatever the case may be, either one will work. If you like what you see, Edwina, and you like what you see, tell somebody about it. So you join me at YouTube, http://www.youtube.com/@Rory Darvell, Darvel. Also follow me on Instagram at Darvell Rory, at DARVELRORY. Tell somebody about us. Artists, you're going to be required to do that, God darn it, because this is for you as well. So tell somebody about us as we tell them about you. We're playing your music, and we're going to expand this thing and get this R&B out here, this great R&B out here to the people, since we got to do it ourselves. Record labels ain't doing it, and terrestrial radio is no longer doing it. So we got to do it for ourselves, and that's fine. That's okay. Talking about the situation that happened in Memphis with the young black man Tyree being beat to death by 5 black men, police officers, that's what they call them, but they're no longer police officers, and they should be going to jail. They've been charged with murder. But it's bigger than that for me. It's bigger than that for me as far as black folks are concerned about us doing our thing, as far as us getting together and making things happen. When are we going to do it? When are we going to do it? Things are not going to change. Complaints again about the Oscars because well-deserved. The sister that was in The Woman King, I don't be remembering names, snubbed, if you will, didn't get nominated for Best Actress, and we're, once again complaining about the Oscars not treating black people well. Well, damn it, black folks, stop begging white people's approval. You know what approval you need to beg for if you want to beg for some approval? Beg for mine. Beg for people that look like you. How about that? How about we go to these award shows that are designed to give our people and to honor our people. White folks design stuff to honor themselves, not to honor you, not to honor Mexicans, not to honor Asians. It's designed to honor themselves. We have things, NAACP Image Awards, go to that. That's designed to honor us. So if you want to be upset, don't be. Stop trying to get in places where you're not wanted. Stop it. Develop your own. Develop our own, which we have. Shout out to Byron Allen with the Griot Award. Shout out. I watched that show. That was the best award show I've seen as far as black representation that I've seen in decades. Literally. Decades, Edwina. It was a great show. It was the first one, and damn it, I'll be there. And guess what? You know what was great to see about that award show? Damn it, the stars, the black stars that we have were there. There was no accepting for so-and-so is blah, 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 somebody we don't know. I remember back in the day when you could look at award shows, any award shows, and you can see all the stars in the front few rows. I look at these shows now, the BET Awards or whatever awards we got for us. I didn't even know those people. They look like all extras sitting in the front row. Literally. They look like extras. Like, who are these people in the front rows? These are like balcony seating people. Because you don't know who they are. And they're sitting up in the front of the camera, the show's on TV. Who are these people? Damn it, celebrate us. And stop looking for white people and trying to force and get mad when they don't. They don't want to. They don't want to. How about we go and celebrate us? We are the shiznit. Lack of a better word that I can say right now. I'm trying to be respectful on this, best I can. Celebrate, beg for my approval. Beg for my approval. We keep getting left out. We get left out. That's because they don't want you. So let's do our own thing. Nothing wrong with it. Not speaking against anybody else. Everybody should do their own thing. If we can come, it'd be nice. We come together and honor each other, cross colors and all that stuff. Wonderful. But if they don't want to do it, F them. Tommy Jenkins debut from Cameo special on the Real Urban Radio Network with a little help from Jesse Johnson.
Tell me what you like. I can get you what you need. Baby, you know you ain't shy. All I ask is that you believe that I can do what I say. Love you right every single day. Get them feathers out the way. Cause I'm here to stay. You got a birthday coming soon. How about a first class flight to Paris? Oh yeah, we did that before. Well, let me lasso the moon. And you can wear it as a necklace when I shrink it to size. But no matter how big the blow, it won't prepare your eyes. I thought I was done. Thought I'd never find that special one. Smile is bright as the sun. Looks like my life has just begun. You got the brains and the body. Nah, this ain't a hobby. To help you get over the face, you know I gotta do what it takes. I can wine and dine you, but you've been there in the bed. Took this long to find you, so I'm switching up the format. Gonna hit you from a different angle, one you'll never forget. Maybe we'll cause a scandal. I heard you two on the handle, baby, when you told me you were single and finished with the nonsense that those other fools put you through. I knew I had to come correct and never neglect the respect you expect from me. You got my guarantee. I thought I was done, but I never find that special one. Smile is bright as the sun. Looks like my life has just begun. You got the brains and the body. No, this ain't a hobby. No. To help you get over the face, you know I gotta do what it takes. So. I thought I was done, thought I'd never find that special one. Smile is bright as the sun. Looks like my life has just begun. You got the brains and the body. Nah, this ain't a hobby. To help you get over the face, you know I gotta do what it takes.
This is Vivian from Antelope Valley, and you're traveling back through time with Rory Darvell on the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Debuting right here, Tommy Jenkins, formerly of Cameo, with his song Special, with a little help from Jesse Johnson. Remember Jesse Johnson from the time? You listen to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network. Singers Well, you don't have to be a singer. How about if you like karaoke? You like listening to karaoke? You like singing some karaoke? You can and you should. Get out there and have a good time. Join my man, Kenneth. Well, join him on Facebook. Kenneth Coach with a K Saunders, Saunders. He does karaoke 7 nights a week somewhere, anywhere from Long Beach to Irvine. Him and his crew is out there giving you some good times and fun of karaoke. You can join out there and just go and have some drinks with some friends and do a little karaoke. You can watch some karaoke. You can have your birthday parties there. Take advantage of a lot of the drink specials that they offer or some of the food specials they offer at these different various places. So find out where he's at. He's somewhere tonight. He is somewhere doing it tonight. So follow up with him at Kenneth Coach with a K Saunders on Facebook. Follow him there. Or you can follow him also on Instagram at KD_promotions, KD_promotions on Instagram, and find out where he's getting his karaoke on somewhere 7 nights a week. Don't miss out. Sitting up here in the studio and on YouTube, please join the YouTube channel. We'll be going to YouTube exclusively, the Attention to Detail R&B radio show. We're going to be dropping one of our social media situations, and we'll be already on a new one going into the 23 because we are expanding and growing. Thank God and thank you to you, those who listen and or watch and or both. Appreciate you. Also, if you want to take us with you, the Real Urban Radio Network with you 24/7, you can. Download the app. If you're an iPhone user, download the Nobex app, Nobex. Download that Nobex, Nobex app, and then put Real Urban Radio Network in the search, and then you can have us 24/7. That app, whenever you want to hear some good R&B music, you can just hit that app and start listening. Play it in your car on the radio like I do. Also, if you're at home and you're just chilling, you can listen to the app, or you can go on your computer at www.realurbanradio.com. No network, just www.realurbanradio.com, and check us out while you're at home washing clothes or watching TV or whatever you may be doing, or just sitting on the couch lounging with your significant other, just hanging out and listening to some great R&B. You got it right here for you on the Real Urban Radio Network. We play the old school, we play the new, and we play tomorrow's. Okay, so we got you covered. So you have to know that new old school, that new R&B is out there. So again, join us on my YouTube as well, my YouTube channel. Follow me also on Instagram at Darvel Rory, DARVEL RORY. And let's get all of our numbers up together and play that great music, and so we can get this R&B around the world and get it cracking and let people know that R&B still exists and new R&B still exists and is going down. Got the Franz Forrest coming up for you a little bit later on. Mirage, she's the lead singer of Climax, but she does her solo thing as well. My man Brian G. Soul out of Las Vegas. And this young lady, I believe she's in Atlanta now, Victoria Venice, but she's got some new stuff coming, man. She's been promoting it, but I'm gonna play one of her older jams, but still a jam. And I'm gonna play that for you before we get up out of here today. Also, artists, if you want your song played here on the Real Urban Radio Network, what you need to do is send me the MP3 only, not an expiring MP3, but it's hardline MP3. Send it to casual3, spell out the 3, at gmail.com. That's casual3, spell out the 3, at gmail.com. We'll give it a listen. And if we're going to play that baby for you, we will get back to you and let you know what you need to do before we put your song on the air. Yeah. We got some responsibilities now, God darn it, shucks. So we're going to grow this thing together. We're going to grow you and us together. We're going to do it as a team because that's the way we got to do it. Because the industry is not trying to help us, man. They're not trying to help us, ladies and gentlemen. So we got to do it ourselves, and we can. We just bring the music to the people, and then you tell the people where to come to get the music because they don't know where to look. Except for overseas. They seem to look for this R&B, and they tend to find it. So I got listeners all over. Again, shout out to my man Hugo. He's in Mexico, and he said he's listening in Mexico. So what's your excuse? You right here. You right down the street from the station. You need to be listening as well. Get you some of this good R&B, even on a Sunday. You can do it. So I'm here for you. I'm the savior of R&B, sitting up in here bringing it to you. Man, I'm enjoying this YouTube, man. I'm enjoying this YouTube, Latrice Lawrence. I'm telling you, it's going to be fire for us all. Fire for us all, man. I just got to learn how to navigate it even more. And once I do, man, that's why I got to keep a young person around me. I always got somebody young around me so I can make sure I can do this stuff. Shout out to Michelle Bell, too. She's my graphic artist. She does all my flyers and things of that nature. Shout out to her. You can reach her at NICHANN_1999 at yahoo.com. In the meantime, DeFrance Forrest, Lord, I Love You, Real Urban Radio Network.
Standing here in my arms stretched out wide, thanking you for all you've done for me. You delivered me, you set me free. I love you, yes I do. Yeah. My life ain't been the same. You call me by my name, take away my shame. Yeah. But I really love you. I want you in my life, honey. But I really need you. I love you because you sacrificed. But I really love you. I need you. I want you in my life because I really need you. You are the apple of my eye. You gave me life again. You touched my soul. You made me whole. Yeah. But I really love you. I need you. I want you in my life. But I really need you. I love you because you sacrificed. But I really love you. I need you. I want you in my life. Lord, I really love you. Lord, I really love you. I need you. I want you in my life. Lord, I really need you. I need you because you sacrificed. Yes, I really love you. I need you. Oh, I need my life. Completely, yeah. I don't want the same way that I used to know. You see me coming, you know I'm a changed man. You don't know all the things you brought me through. So that's why I love you, I love you, I love you. But I really love you. Said I love you, Lord. I want you in my life. But I really love you, Lord. Because you sacrificed. But I love you. I need you. Said I love you, Lord. Said I love you, Lord. Said I love you, Lord. Because you sacrificed, but I really love you. I need you. I want you in my life. I love you. Because you sacrificed, I love you. I need you.
Hey, this is Alexandra Taylor. You're listening to Rory Darvell and the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Yes. DeFrance Forrest, Lord, I Love You on the Real Urban Radio Network. That has a real R&B sound to it, even though it's a gospel song or an homage to the Lord. It has an R&B sound to it. I like that song. Shout out to DeFrance Forrest. He's probably out there selling suits right now. That's what he does. He works at a high-end clothing store. I'll be taking pictures with the stars. He posting a lot of pictures with the stars where he's been out there and sold them a suit, sold them an outfit. Now they're getting ready. Colette Stewart has checked in. Appreciate that. She has checked in. Colette, join us on the YouTube like everybody else because we're going exclusively to YouTube channel. I got my own YouTube channel. God darn it, because it's time to grow, baby. And so we're doing some growing over here at the Real Urban Radio Network and the Attention to Detail R&B Radio Show. So join me on my YouTube page March 5th. Right now we're on both, but we're going to drop one of them, and we're just going to be exclusively on the YouTube page March the 5th. So join me at http://www.youtube.com/@Rory Darvell, DARVEL. So make sure that way you can keep up what's going on and still get this great music because we're expanding, baby. It's time to go. It's time to take these artists to the next level. Can't just stay right here all the time. Mark Anthony Jefferson, my classmate, is checked in. Shout out to Mark Anthony Jefferson. Shucks, appreciate you checking in, my brother. Going to get together, the OSBRs, Old School Bus Riders. When I was saying that, I was at the services for Derek Burris, a.k.a. Bookie, as we called him in elementary school, and his big brother, Sammy, and a big brother named Michael. I didn't know Michael. Michael's several years older than us, so I never knew him. So, but Derek and Burris, Derek and Sam, we went to school together, but it was really good to see the classmates. We have an organization. I was bused to the Valley. So I was bused to the Valley. As a matter of fact, Derek and I was on that first bus when it was an experiment. One bus went out to the Valley, Calabash Elementary in Woodland Hills. I was 11 years old. Derek was 8, I believe, at that time. And we were bused to the Valley. And then for the next 7 years, I was bused until I graduated high school. I know Derek left, I think, after junior high school. He came back, and he didn't like it, so he came back. But Sammy stayed on and graduated in 1980. I'm class of 81, and Derek is class of 83. But in either case, so our reunions, because it was a predominantly white school that we went to, Hughes Junior High, predominantly white, El Camino High, predominantly white. So when we had our reunions, 10-year and 15 and all that kind of stuff, it would be just a handful of the neighborhood kids for that year. So we decided to start our own organization. Remember, Black folks, hello, start your own thing. Okay. So we started our own thing and our own reunion, and we called ourselves OSBRs, which stands for Old School Bus Riders, because we were bused to the Valley. So we started our own organization. We gathered up a few hundred students now, and we have our own get-togethers. So that way all classes could come. That whether you graduated in 80, 81, Mark Jefferson was a part of that. He's at Smith, who was checked in. They were a part of that. And matter of fact, Mark was instrumental in our very first mixer in 2009. He was very instrumental. He was found the bar, not the Melody Bar. We're called Melody Bar, some kind of bar. That's the name of the bar, Mark. What was the name of the bar that you found? Anyway, we got together, and we've been getting together every year since 2009 around Christmas, and except until the pandemic hit. And when the pandemic hit, that broke our streak. So we're going to start that back up. But we still get together, and a lot of the classmates showed up for Derek and Sam at the service homegoing celebration for their mom, and that was always cool. So it's always good to see us. I hadn't seen Sammy, just to give you an idea. Hadn't seen Sammy since he graduated in 1980, 43 years. I'd seen Derek a couple times, and plus Derek checks in on the live too. So we have conversation. He's a Cowboys fan, I'm a Raiders fan, so we razz each other about our teams, but we're both Laker fans, so we come together when it comes to the Lakers. So we talk, but I hadn't seen Sammy in 43 years. And what we try to avoid, and a lot of people we try to avoid, we don't want to have to get together when someone passes away. So we want to beat that. We want everybody to be in attendance. So that's why we decided to have create an organization. Mark, my classmate, he's a part of that organization, the committee. I'm on the committee. It's 6 of us on that committee, and we plan events for us that went to school together in high school and junior high, and we keep up with each other from around the country. We got students that are in Texas and some right up north, et cetera, et cetera. But we stick together and get together. Then, unfortunately, we do have classmates that pass away. But the beauty of it is there's always someone in the network that represents and shows up and speaks on behalf of the classmates and things of that nature. We lost a bus driver recently, Mr. Carter. He passed away, and he was our bus driver. I didn't ride specifically on his bus, but I knew a lot of students that rode on his bus. He passed away some months back, and so we showed up to his service and represented for the classmates, showing up in for Mr. Carter, and I spoke. Even though I didn't ride Mr. Carter's bus, and his daughter, Dee Dee Carter, shout out to Dee Dee. She was obviously glad that we showed up. Some of us showed up, and then about a month or so ago, her mom passed, or her similar situation to mine. So both parents are gone. Let me give you some hot music though. Mirage, Cherry Moon, Real Urban Radio Network. This song is sexy. She's from Climax.
You make it rain, sugar coated kisses on my everything, and I love the way that you say my name. Sensual desire, passion sparks the flame. Take it slow, release all my emotions, let your feelings go. I love the way you make me feel. I am so elated. I am elevated. I love the way you make me feel. I am so elated. I am elevated. You touch me there. Ignite my inhibitions, now we're almost there. No, don't make me late, I will take us there. There will be no limit. Let's make it last. Give into temptation, there's no turning back. Oh, I want you to that. We can go for hours, eternal devour. We want me and set me free. Come set free from me. I love the way you make me feel. I am so elated. I am elevated. I love the way you touch me. I am the way you hold me. I love the way you make me feel inside. So I love the way you make me feel,
This is smooth jazz recording artist Brad Alexander. You're listening to the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show with Rory Darvell on the Real Urban Radio Network.
I cannot tell a lie. First of all, that was Mirage, lead singer of Climax, doing her solo thing with Cherry Moon, something nice and sexy on the Real Urban Radio Network, Black-owned streaming station, the Attention to Detail R&B radio show. I am he. He is I, the savior of R&B. I cannot tell a lie, ladies and gentlemen. Can I be truthful right now before I get out of here? Can I be truthful right now? Man, I'm jamming. I just want to say that. If it's just if nobody else wants to go ahead and admit it, Kid Joe, I'll say it. I am jamming up in here. Okay, this is the way I do. I just want to pat my own self on the back on this side for the live on this side and this side for the YouTube side. I'm just letting it be known. You know, I don't mean to do my own horn, Kid Joe and Mark Jefferson, but toot, beep, beep. Okay. You know, I'm Donna Summer up in this piece. I'm just getting it in. Just getting it done. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I have enjoyed myself. Oh, wow. So the game is tied. Bengals and Chiefs are tied. I just got an update on my phone. Appreciate that because nobody else was giving me the goddamn score. So they're tied. Bengals and the Chiefs. They're going down to the wire. So that's going to be all right. A barn burner. Philadelphia Eagles are waiting because they took care of the San Francisco 49ers. Man, I felt bad for the 49ers. You start with a third-string quarterback who was doing a fantastic job, won 8 in a row, by the way. And then he gets hurt. That's the third-string quarterback. Got hurt. So they had to go with the fourth-string quarterback. But get this. He got hurt. How many quarterbacks? You only got 4. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't follow football, let me just give you an idea of the chances of a fourth-string quarterback getting into a pro NFL game ever. Your first-string quarterback plays 98% of the time. That means the second-string dude is only going to get in 2% of the time through a season. He might get in for a play because a shoulder pad or something is messed up on the quarterback, and he got to get that straightened out, so he'll go in for a play or two. Or on the off chance that the first-string quarterback does get hurt and he hits out, so then the number 2 guy comes in. Notice I didn't mention the number 3 guy. Because that number 3 guy, he ain't never going to get in. But now here you are, you're down to the number 3 guy. He plays for 2 months, wins every game. But he ain't even supposed to be in there, so the odds. Then the number 3 guy gets hurt in the NFC Championship game. And the number 4, I didn't know they had a number 4 guy. I've been watching football, Coach Saunders. By the way, you missed both of your commercial advertisements, so I don't think you're going to hear it now. I just wanted to let you know I'm still contractually doing his stuff, just in case you think I'm not. And if you don't think I am, you can listen to it on the YouTube playback. You can see that your commercials played. But that's not the point. Right now, forget Coach Saunders. I'm telling y'all, I didn't even know they had 4 quarterbacks on the NFL team. I did not. I've been watching football, my God, since I was a tyke. But I'll tell you how long I've been watching football, and I didn't know Coach Saunders, they had 4 NFL quarterbacks on one team. I've been watching since Kenny Stabler. He's dead. Long dead. I did not know there was 4 NFL quarterbacks on a team. So then to see the 4th-string quarterback come out on the field after the 3rd-string guy got hurt, I was like, wow, San Francisco is in trouble because they playing the Eagles, and the Eagles are for real. But then the 4th-string quarterback gets hurt. So that shows you how little he plays. He got hurt. And the 3rd-string quarterback had to come back in the game. Otherwise, I don't know who the hell would have quarterbacked for him. And he was hurt. He would not have played. But he had to come back in, but he couldn't throw the ball because he'd hurt his throwing arm. That's how rare you're going to see a 4th-string quarterback in a football game. So I got to give San Francisco credit because they tried. But now you just ran up against a buzzsaw in the Eagles, and you didn't really have a chance. So I just wanted to say that before I go. That was just interesting to me. But shout out to the 49ers. They gave it a great try, and they did what they could. But the Eagles was too much for them, way too much. And I don't know. The Eagles might win it again. I don't know who they're going to play. I don't know if it's going to be the Bengals or Kansas City because they're locked in a 2020 tie with minutes left in the game, and probably going to maybe have to go into overtime. We'll see. But anyway, I'm here to do the goddamn music. I got 2 in a row for you when I get out of here. 2 in a row for you. I got my man G Soul, Brian G Soul out of Las Vegas. He's going to be doing his thing, and then followed by Victoria Venice, who's got some new stuff coming, man. I'm excited. Victoria Venice is an artist for real. She is an artist for real. If you haven't heard her before, listen to this, and then go ahead and get ready to get some of her new stuff when it comes out. She is truly a for real artist. She can sing and she can perform. She is no joke. Speaking of performing, I will be performing in a play. First time in 6 years. I'll be performing in a Caribbean musical comedy. That's new for me. Trust me, that's new for me. I got to speak with an accent and everything. It's called Deobia Man, which means Witch Doctor Man. So that's what I'll be doing. It's a comedy. It's coming to you March the 5th at the Wilshire Ebell Theater. Tickets are on sale now at paylif.org. Paylif.org. Tickets are on sale. I believe they're and $35. It's a comedy that I'm in, and I'm playing a comedic role because I have comedic talent. That's Coach Saunders, God darn it. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Be sure to sign in. Subscribe to my YouTube page because that's where the show will be. It'll be on the app and on YouTube, no longer on Facebook after March the 5th. Matter of fact, the last Facebook broadcast will be March the 1st, and then we'll be moving exclusively to the YouTube. So join me at http://www.youtube.com/@Rory Darvell. You know I'm not going to miss out on saying this. God is the greatest. Thank you all for listening. Love you guys. I will see you on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tell somebody about us as we tell them about you. Brian G. Soul, take it away. Followed by Victoria Venice. I'm out.
I was thinking about my life and where I've been and where I am now. And baby, you're the reason. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason why I care. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason I'm still there. You saved me, baby, from a love I've been running from. You breathed life into me. That is something that's never been done. But when I look at you, spend my life, I know my dreams will come true. But when I think of you, I hope you feel the same. 'Cause I love you. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason why I care. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason I'm still there. I put my heart on the line, being vulnerable as I can be. I even took the code off my phone, yeah, so you can trust me. Yeah. Standing right here, right now, like feet planted on the ground. No secrets, bearing all honesty. I'm ready for a beginning, true love that all I find. You're the reason why I care. You're the reason why I love you. love you like that. Take me higher than that. You give me love and can't hold back. Put it on me, you love me like that. You take me higher than that. You're the reason I love you like that. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason why I care. You're the reason why I love you. You're the reason I'm still there. And I'm fully committed to you. I just want to look in your eyes and tell you the truth. This is how I feel. I'm committed. This time in my life, this day and age, I'm still give me love and I can't hold it. I can't go right on me. You love me like that. You like that. Take me higher than that. So watch me clean up. You give me love and I can't hold back. You put it on me. You love me like that. You take me higher than that. So you're the reason I love you like that. Make a difference.
At the Real Urban Radio Network, we know who we are, and we make no excuses about it.
You gotta know where you came from to know where you're going, you know?
Be the kind of dude that'll make you lose your cool. Got me feeling like a little girl back in school. Things I never did, now I really wanna do. Just as long as I'm with you. So you got something that I like and that I can't deny. I think you're so fly, but you always pass me by. I could be the very girl to come and change your life. Just as long as I'm with you. You ain't got no worries. I'm gonna stay right here. So call me at 2:30, and boy, I will love you. Take my time and love you. Give you all of me. So call me at 2:30. I give you what you need. In the day or in the night, the kind of dude that was sent from up above. The kind of man to show you the real meaning of true love. He don't wanna fight, so I'm taking off my gloves just as long as I'm with you. So you got something that I like and that I can't deny. I think you're so fly, but you always pass me by. I could be the very girl that come and change your life just as long as I'm with you. You ain't got no worries. I'm gonna stay right here. So call me at 2:30, and boy, I will love you. Take my time and love you. Give you all of me. So call me at 2:30. I give you what you need. In the day or in the night. 2:30. You can call me in the day or in the night. 2:30. You can call me in the day or in the night. 2:30. You can call me in the day or in the night. 2:30. You can call me in the day or in the night.
Broadcasting live to the world at www.realurbanradio.com. Your home for today's R&B and old school.
supernatural powers to display. With that said, stars at night are under my command, but I'm hoping that they're willing to negotiate.